Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in a small village and earned his bread through farming. One day, the farmer on the way to his farm found a dog and decided to take it to his home. Soon he learned that the dog was not ordinary and could play the piano. The farmer was amazed by this and decided to enter the dog in a talent competition. On the day of the competition, the farmer loaded the dog into his truck and headed to the fairgrounds. But on the way there, the truck got a flat tire. The farmer was in a rush and didn't have a spare, so he decided to put the dog on the piano and let it play while he changed the tire. As the dog played, a crowd gathered around the truck. They were all amazed by the dog's talent and gave it a standing ovation. The farmer was so proud of his dog that he decided to continue to the fairgrounds and enter it in the talent competition. When they arrived, the farmer led the dog to the stage and it began to play the piano. The judges were so impressed that they declared the dog the winner of the competition. The farmer was overjoyed and thanked the dog for its hard work. As they were driving home, the dog turned to the farmer and said, "I have to admit, I was a little nervous about playing in front of all those people, but I'm glad you had a spare tire." From that day on, the dog became famous and was in high demand for performances all over the country. The farmer and the dog traveled to different cities and towns, playing at various venues and events. They even landed a spot on a popular TV show where the dog performed in front of a national audience. The dog became so well known that it even got an agent and manager. The farmer was happy to see his dog succeed, but he also realized that he had to start charging for the performances. With all the money they were making, the farmer decided to invest in a new truck with a built-in piano so the dog could continue to play while they were on the road. But as the dog's fame grew, it became increasingly difficult to keep up with the demand. The dog's agent and manager were always pushing it to perform more and more, and the dog started to feel stressed and exhausted. With so much money, even the farmer became a little greedy and started wanting more. He used to keep pushing the agent and manager for more and more events for the dog. So many back-to-back events had started to make the dog unhappy and exhausted. This started to reflect in the dog's piano performance also. The dog started to ignore the farmer and wasn't very happy about him. The agent and manager had infinite greed. They had started to treat the dog very badly. So finally one day the dog decided to leave everything and run away from there at night when everyone was asleep. As the dog was about to leave the farmer's house, the farmer luckily woke up and saw the dog leaving the place. He ran and encountered the dog and asked why the dog was leaving the place. The dog said, "I made you my friend and you turned me into a money-minting machine to fulfill your desires. You appointed the agent and the manager so that I do more and more shows so that you get more money. Do you even know how badly they have been treating me in these last few days? No, you don't know. You are just busy counting the money I earn you. My happiness no longer matters to you anymore, so now I am leaving you and this place." The farmer realized how bad he had been with the dog. He started to apologize for the huge mistake he made. He decided to immediately end this cycle of touring and performances. He called the manager and agent and fired them after making the final payments. He even cancelled all future performances and returned the organizers' money. He promised the dog that he can play the piano only at his will and that the farmer will never force him to do it again. The dog was relieved and grateful to the farmer for putting its well-being first. They returned to the farm and the dog spent its days relaxing and enjoying the simple life. The farmer would occasionally play a tune on the piano for the dog, but for the most part, they were content just being together on the farm, and thus they lived happily ever after.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel and don't forget to set the bell icon to all.